This is Primetime Sports, WGNS, Murfreesboro, Smyrna, 1019, 100.5, AM 1450, WGNSSports.com, Big GTV, streaming video, and always at the game. The game. It's time for the Primetime Sports Countdown to the Game, sponsored by the law offices of John Day, working hard to help injured people in Rutherford County and Middle Tennessee. Since moving to Medical Center Parkway, they've helped thousands get legal help that they've needed when they've needed it the most. If you've been injured, go to johndaylegal.com for a free consultation. And remember, there are no fees unless they win your case. Now, let's join the Primetime Sports team for tonight's featured game from WGNS and Big G TV.
At Rutherford County Schools, education is about more than classrooms. It's opportunities. From innovative career and technical education pathways to award-winning athletics, arts, and academics, our students are preparing for success in college, careers, and beyond. Dedicated teachers, strong community partnerships, and a commitment to every student every day. That's the RCS difference. Learn more about our schools, programs, and opportunities at rcschools.net.
Rely on the experienced professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air.
Whether it's the blazing heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter, let the Rheem Pro professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air Conditioning on West College Street keep your home or business comfortable year-round. We service all major brands and in most cases offer same-day service. Call us today at 615-890-1311. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air, your Rheem Pro partner heating and cooling contractor on West College Street, just under the Thompson Lane overpass.
At Middle Tennessee Electric, we see the lines that link us all, illuminating our neighborhoods, empowering our businesses, and helping us to recharge. Because we believe in the power of good energy. Whether it comes from our grids, the sun, or a kind heart. And as your family and our region continue to grow, you can trust that we'll always be there for you. Middle Tennessee Electric, bringing good energy.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Well, good morning. Welcome to Riverdale High School. It's Eagleville and Richland playing for the Class Single A State Championship. Brian Barrett, John Dinkins here with you. And it's going to be Eagleville as the home team versus the Raiders of Richland. So here is the Richland lineup. Gavin Schrader will play first and bat first. Batting in the 2-hole will be Camden Drake, the catcher. Second base and batting third, Jamison Andrews. In left field, Tucker Mayo in the cleanup spot. Gage Witt will bat fifth and pitch. He's also the DH. It's Jack Jackson short, and he will bat sixth. Batting seventh, Will Shirey, the third baseman. Batting eighth, Brigham Worsham, the right fielder. And batting ninth will be Emerson Nelson, the center fielder. So Schrader, Drake, Andrews, Mayo, Witt, Jackson, Shirey, Worsham, and Nelson for Richland. For Eagleville, Blair Porter will pitch and bat first. Batting second, Sam Dodd, the DH. Batting third, Brody Gleason playing left today. Wyatt McNougal will be at third and cleanup spot for you in the lineup. Drake Reminiski will play right field and bat fifth. Batting sixth will be Adrian Severi, the center fielder today. Kelton Freeze will play short and bat seventh. Batting eighth, J.R. Duke, the second baseman. And batting ninth, the first base, Jackson Nichols. The DH is for the catcher, Mason Spears. Porter, Dodd, Gleason, McDougal, Reminiski, Severi, Freeze, Duke, and Nichols for the Eagleville Eagles. Richland comes in at 32-4 on the season. Eagleville is 27-15. And John, we wanted to make sure we got those lineups in, but Eagleville, this is their fifth time in as many years in this state championship game. They've won 4 in a row, but a familiar opponent in Richland who they've played 3 times already, and a region opponent.
Yeah, it's basically a dynasty here for Eagleville. I mean, even no matter the outcome of this game, they're here. So hopefully they'll get that 5th one today, and we're looking forward to it.
Well, John's going to bring you the play-by-play here to get started, and again, it's Eagleville, the home team today. So take it away with the Richland Raiders and Eagleville Eagles.
Gavin Schrader's going to lead off, Brian, for Richland. Left-handed batter, and the pitch coming from Porter is a ball, 1 ball, no strikes.
Well, we're underway at 10:53 Every minute that we can get started earlier, the better.
Porter's a left-hander. Kicks and fires. Swung on. Drilled into deep right center field. It's going to be going all the way to the wall. Schrader on his way to second, and they'll hold him right there with a leadoff double.
Well, the scouting report on Richland is they are going to hit the ball well, and they have been. And so we may have to match them with runs today.
Going to bring up Camden Drake,
The catcher, number 5,
the catcher.
Cam Drake.
Another left-handed hitter. Yeah, I think the most consistency I heard from everybody on the Eagleville side was we've got to hit the ball today.
Yeah. Being the home team helps, obviously.
Camden Drake is a right-handed hitter. He'll step in there. With a runner at second, nobody out. Porter gets the sign from Spears. And the pitch. Tries to bunt it. It's up in the air, and it's caught. Nice job by Spears being alert. And there's one out. You don't often see a pop out to catcher in that situation.
No, the
Tried to bunt it.
lineup card looks weird already.
Here's Andrews, Jamison Andrews, the second baseman for Richland. The Richland Raiders. They're not the Red Raiders, are they?
No, they're
orange, aren't they? The Orange Raiders. Ball's out high and outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Under partly cloudy to cloudy skies. A little bit of sun peeks through every once in a while.
Take all the sun we can get today.
Here's the 1-0 pitch high, 2 balls, no strikes. Around the horn here, we've got Spears behind the plate, Nichols at first, Duke at second, Freeze at short, McDougal at third. The outfield is Gleason, Severi, and Reminiski. Reminiski, who pitched that great game yesterday.
Man, a gem.
Got him to it. I think they said 125 pitches maybe. I don't know how many he had left. He didn't have any. He doesn't have any now.
No.
So he will not be used today. Outside, 3 balls, no strikes.
Complete 7 innings, 107 pitches. I think he threw maybe a few pitches of relief earlier this week. Maybe in that Tuesday game.
I'm not sure what the limit is. I do think it's about 125, though. Good use of Reminiski. There's a strike. Andrews taking all the way. 3 balls and a strike. This crowd, it's like a sardine can. You can't get anybody else in here.
No. They have crammed everybody in here at Riverdale.
3 balls and a strike, and the pitch gets away, but not far enough, but it is a walk. First walk given up by Porter. And it brings up Tucker Mayo, the left fielder.
Well, they're playing all of the state championship games instead of having a day where they play all at MTSU. They had to forego that again, and this is like the 3rd time in the last 5 years. And play.
They need a new plan.
Single spots. Well, maybe so. To try to beat the rain, they're starting all the baseball games today for Division I at 11, so they should be underway here, Oakland, Siegel, and MTCS.
Here's the wind and the pitch from Porter. Swung on, drilled into left field, deep. This ball is gone, and they get on the scoreboard first. Richland does with a 3-run homer by Mayo. There really wasn't any doubt on that one. I was just waiting to see where it would land. High and deep. 3-0. Well, the walk hurt. That added another run. That's the second hit of the inning. And it's clear now for Gage Witt, the pitcher who finds himself with a 3-0 lead early.
They definitely knew that they were going to hit the ball well, just didn't know that they were going to hit the ball that well. So now limit the damage, get another couple of outs, and get the bats out there.
And the pitch. A little high, 1 ball, no strikes. It won't be long for the bullpen to start getting action either. I don't know. Saw somebody stirring down there.
Yeah, there's already a little action going on.
Ball and a strike to count. 1 out, nobody on, but 3 runs are in on a 3-run homer from Mayo. The pitch. Curve sails high. 2-1. Well, I was saying about the weather. It's overcast. Hopefully we can get this game in. The wind and the pitch. Swung on, shot to third. Nice stop out there. The throw to first is not going to be in time. Took him off the bag, give him a base hit. Great effort by McDougal. He just couldn't get the throw in time.
Well, I'll tell you what, most times that's going to get through, and that would be a double. So holding him to a single with McDougal flashing the leather down there at third.
And here's a guy that's got one of the best names I've ever heard for a shortstop, Jack Jackson. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Jackson Smith could have been Jack. No,
he'd have to
Jackson
be
Jack.
Jackson Jack. That sounds like a rodeo belt or something you sell. Get a Jackson Jack. We give Jackson a lot of abuse here lately. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, a little bit.
Pitch is high. No, a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Couldn't have done without him this week. He has pulled in a lot of games and trying to get MTSU on a couple of days and all this spring fling stuff. It's been a week.
All that overtime pay he's going to get should really come in handy for him.
Don't say overtime.
Pitch outside. 2 balls and a strike. 3-0 on 3 hits in this inning. And the pitch. There's a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on, a runner at first, sorry.
I mentioned that these teams are in the same region, not the same district, but same region, so they played 3 times this year.
And they probably sensed it might be coming to this today eventually.
Yeah, that's why they were on opposite brackets, and Eagleville won the first matchup in March 6-5, but have dropped the last 2, 12-3, and in the region tournament 10-0. So Eagleville wants to try to even the series.
3-2 pitch. There's a ground ball that's going to get through into left field. Well, they've got their hitting shoes on today for sure. That's another single. There's the 4th hit of the inning. The runners are at first and second. And still only 1 out.
Batting 7th, playing third base.
Will Shirey
Will Shirey
is the third baseman. And batting 7th.
There's definitely some action, quick action stirring down there in the Eagleville bullpen now.
Well, you don't want to get it too out of hand here. Already down 3-0. Pitch swung on, shot to short. This could be nice. Throw the second one on to first. 2, it's a double play. 6-4-3. It was tailor-made. But Richland does get 3 runs on 4 hits. There was a walk and 2 left. We're going to the bottom of the first. Eagleville's got their work cut out for them, trailing 3-0 here on State Farm Prep Sports.
Pizza. Murfreesboro's favorite pizza is now hiring at all 3 local locations. That's right. We want you to join the Sir Pizza team. Stop in at our East Main, Veterans Parkway, or Memorial Boulevard locations and let us know how you'd like to join the Sir Pizza family. Also, we've made it even easier to order for carryout or delivery. Just head on over to sirpizzatn.com.
Sir Pizza, you made me love pizza again.
Craig's Tax Service at 142 Heritage Park Drive offers complete tax preparation, financial, and bookkeeping services.
This is Brandon Craig with Craig's Tax Service. We're proud to support all Rutherford County athletes.
Craig's Tax Service reminds you that it makes sense to get help with your taxes. Call 890-2233 for an appointment.
We've been serving Rutherford County since 1988.
Craig's Tax Service, 890-2233.
We're just off Memorial Boulevard at 142 Heritage Park Drive.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Sir Pizza sponsors our Game and Coaches Show podcast, which you can find at WGNSports.com or wherever you check out audio. Got some video, the regular season games there too, so check that out. Go back and look over the archives. And don't forget to check out Sir Pizza tonight, East Main, South Church, and Memorial Boulevard. Thanks to our friends at the law offices of John Day for the pregame show, which was short, sweet, and to the point today, and the Rick's Barbecue County Roundup. Rick's Barbecue sounds like a good lunch right after the game location today.
You buying? Okay, never mind. Blair Porter's going to lead it off. Left-handed batter with a very open stance, and the first pitch is a ball inside from Gage Witt. His catcher is Drake. First baseman Schroeder. The second baseman Andrews. Jackson at short. Shirey at third. Mayo. Well, I can't read my writing.
Nelson.
Thank you, Nelson and Worsham. Believe you me, we've gone over these pages many a time. That ball's inside, and it's 2-1. It looks like chicken scratch, although today looks pretty good. I'll let you take charge of it. There's a swing and a bounce it back to the mound, but he bobbles it, knocks it down, throw to first, safe. That's going to be an E1. He had it in his glove and couldn't retrieve it. So a good start here for the Eagles. That brings up Sam Dodd, the designated hitter.
Well,
Sam's mom teaches second grade at Eagleville.
John, Micah Severi is running at first.
All right. That's Adrian's little brother. So here's Dodd. Right-handed hitter stands in there. Witt gets the sign from Drake. And now he steps off the rubber. Now little cat and mouse going on, and Dodd's back in there. Pitch swung on, a high fly ball. Left center field, going back, and making the catch out there. And a nice catch is Nelson for the first out. Boy, he hit that a long way.
Yeah, it's 360 out there to center field, so it's even there at the warning track, it's a
and the
pretty
flag
hard
is
hit.
blowing out that way a little bit. Not tremendous, but enough. Here's Brody Gleason, the left fielder.
Just in time for some light rain, and we've got a lot of friends.
Pitch is inside the ball, 1 ball, no strikes. We might get wet on this ride a little bit. 1-0, swung on, pop foul, back out of play. It's a ball and a strike.
You know,
our scoreboard looking is getting worse.
We could have made some money, though, if we had charged.
Pitch is high. 2 balls and a strike to Gleason. Runner at first, 1 out. Witt working from the stretch. The pitch, swing and a miss. Count even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. I think that's just a temporary setting play for that one gentleman right here, though.
Yeah, so.
2-2 pitch. Swung on, liner into center field, base hit. First hit off Witt, and now runners at first and second. So Eagleville trying to get something going here in their half of the first. And that brings up Wyatt McDougal, the third baseman. Umbrella's coming out.
This looks like a very temporary shower as I'm looking at the radar. Well, maybe not. No, it's moving kind of due north.
Here's a drive, deep left center field. This ball is back. It's out of here. We're tied.
Well, we've got hitting shoes too.
McDougal circling the bases, 3 RBIs for him. And it's 3-3. Well, that's getting back in it. Still only 1 out.
And that brings Coach Matthew Sakowitz out to have some conversation with Witt here early on. So
Boy, that ball was smoked.
John, you see this in championship games because you've played 4 days in a row, and the baseball tournament has stayed on schedule, and so you're getting pretty deep into pitching rotations, and especially, smaller schools, this kind of thing can happen. So this is a chess match, if you will, usually in championship games.
The thing you got to do is just keep scoring. Here's Drake Reminiski, the right fielder, yesterday's winning pitcher. The wind and the pitch into the dirt. 1 ball, no strikes. I kind of interrupted your weather report, but
it's a light to moderate rain moving in from the south, just kind of due north, but
that one's low.
It's going to be brief.
2 balls, no strikes. Well, the umbrellas have come back down. That's good news.
And the next worry for us will be down in Huntsville.
There's a strike, 2-1. I noticed everybody's swarming to us. Is it because we're so such popular people,
yes,
or is it because we have a tent?
That's what I'm telling myself.
Pitches a ball. 3 balls and a strike. Come on, Drake. Severi would be next. The wind to 3-1. That one's outside, and Reminiski takes a walk.
John, now we battle back to the tie, and still batting with just 1 out, so let's keep putting the pressure.
Number 1, Adrian Severi.
Here's Adrian Severi, who, just like Maddie Kendrick yesterday, was a human vacuum out in center field. The wind and the pitch outside. 1 ball, no strikes. He's having a little trouble finding the strike zone, and I don't blame him after he gave up that 3-run shot. 1-0 pitch, that's in there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Reminiski down at first. There's only 1 out. And the out was a well-hit ball by Dodd. There's another strike. And stealing second is Severi. Ball goes out into center field, but Severi just hangs on to the bag. Reminiski, excuse me. Severi's the batter.
Eagleville made some history on this field 5 years ago. It was on this field when they won their first state title, the day after softball won the school's first ever in over 100 years, first ever team state championship.
2-1 pitch, drilled, center field. The ballpark will hold it, but it's off the wall. Reminiski's going to score, and Eagleville leads at 4-3. Severi delivers a double for the 3rd hit of the inning. Severi with an RBI, and here's Kelton Freeze, the shortstop.
Let's just bat around and around and around.
And you've got good speed on the bases out there in Severi.
Batting 7th, playing shortstop, number 22.
The Richland Towels are a little bit quiet now.
This is my kind of game right here.
High scoring, huh?
I like it. Especially when we're the ones scoring. The pitch. Inside. Have you ever seen a lead evaporate that quickly?
Not. I mean, a lot of teams, you get momentum, but Eagleville's not going to hang their head for sure.
That pitch gets away. Severi going to lumber over to 3rd on the wild pitch. Well, we haven't seen a hit batter yet, but we've seen everything else.
The second trip out from Matthew Zakowitz.
Yep, he's going to make a change here.
And that's the day done here for the pitcher, Witt and Richland. And this is going to be the Ideas Tees call to the bullpen. Ideas Tees, the place here in Rutherford County for school spirit wear, screen printing, embroidery, specialty items. If you need a logo put on shirts, hats, tees, you name it, they can do it. and they can help you promote your favorite team, workplace, or organization. 111 East MTCS Road, right across from Middle Tennessee Christian School, where you can find our friends at Ideas Tees. They operate Raider Tees as well, with all of your officially licensed Blue Raider merchandise. We'll take a quick timeout and tell you who the new pitcher is for Richland. Good news is Eagleville leads 4-3, bottom of the first. State championship game for Single A on State Farm Prep Sports.
At Dr. Automotive in Smyrna, we're committed to providing local car owners with top-notch auto repair services. Let's hear what some customers have to say about Dr. Automotive.
I just really appreciate Danny and his whole team. I always feel like I'm going to get great service and the right outcome.
You just don't find any better people.
He's always been very good.
We've got the cure for your car. Dr. Automotive, keeping your car running smoothly, mile after mile. Visit our website, SmyrnaAutoRepair.com.
Clark's Auction Company will get you top dollar for your property.
Auctions are easy, fast, and profitable.
Whether you're buying or selling a home or commercial property, the auction is just so much easier, quicker, smoother.
My wife and I sold our personal home. Parks Auction helped us with that. The house brought about 20% more than we were going to ask for.
Visit parksauction.com.
Clark's Auction Company will get you top dollar for your property.
Clark's Auction Company, committed to auction excellence.
Sold it to you, 27
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Baseball.
Thank you, Ron Reeves. Again, our game brought to you by Good Neighbor State Farm agent Celeste Middleton at 803 North Thompson Lane near Medical Center Parkway. Celeste Middleton, 615-895-2700. And we're trying to get some stats here for you. I'm not sure why it's not opening up in my game changer here. Hold on a second.
So here's Kelton Freeze.
You got Jamison Andrews now in from second on the mound.
And I think Mayo has gone to third, but pitches a ball. 1 ball, no strikes from Andrews. Make that 2-0. He inherited a 1-0 count. I just don't know who's in left and second.
Jackson's in left.
And he walks Freeze.
Playing second base, number 6.
Second walk of the inning, but the first for Andrews. Here's Duke.
Cooper Jackson is in left, John. Center field is Nelson. Worsham stays at right. Shire's at second.
Yeah, I got you now.
Mayo's at third.
That walk was going to be charged to Witt, by the way, Brian.
Oh, okay, thanks.
No balls and a strike to Duke, J.R. Duke, the Eagleville second baseman. 1 out still in the inning. Freeze down at first. And Freeze is going to take second. They let him. Severi is down at third.
Well, 2 more ducks on the pond for Duke here.
Runners at first and third. Make that second and third now. He stole that base. Pitch, strike called on the outside corner, and it's 1-2. Little miss coming down. Nothing serious right at this point. The wind and the 1-2. Swing and hits it out toward right field, and it is a foul ball.
Right field's going to be an adventure for us.
Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. And we have no idea like how many pitches they have left, these pitchers. Some of them have to leave after because they've pitched too many or enough. 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. J.R. Duke caught looking. First strikeout for Mr. Andrews. The two runners that are still out there belong to Witt. It's going to take a 2-out hit from Jackson Nichols, the first baseman. Left-handed batter, tremendous basketball player, as you all know. You've listened to our broadcast. Up. Balk. Yep, sure did. We'll take it. So everybody will move down one. Severi scores for run number 5. And Freeze goes to third. Nichols standing in there. A little history about Jackson. I don't know. I'm not sure that he has played baseball every year at Eagleville. A lot of his attention to basketball, but so this is kind of new to him, really. Pitch is inside the ball.
John, that it's not really a stolen base for Freeze. They just let him take second, honestly, but he's at third now with that balk.
And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Had a good cut. 1 ball, 1 strike to Jackson Nichols. We'll go to the top of the order if Jackson can get on. Well, the rain's coming down pretty steady now.
Yeah, it's really coming down.
Pitch swung on, fouled away.
Good news is something that would pause us here, and that being lightning. I did not see any on the radar. But we're going to have a few more friends join us, I think.
Yes. The pitch swung on, hit pretty well into left center field. However, Nelson comes over and makes the catch. But Eagleville bats around. They score 5. They had 3 hits. There was a balk. There were 2 walks and a home run, 3-run homer by McDougal. We're going to the second. It's 5-3 Eagleville here on State Farm Prep Sports.
Hello, this is Coy Young at Las Casas Feed Supply. We'd like to welcome you to our door.
I'm Ian Young. I'm at Las Casas Feed Supply. I'm selling beef and pork, 100% Angus, raised here in Las Casas. Come get you some.
Everyone's favorite cuts available, even options to purchase a quarter of a steer.
We got the beef. Hello, everybody. Las Casas Feed Supply.
Family owned and operated, Las Casas Feed Supply on Barlow Lane, just off Highway 96 East.
Experience matters, but so does change. I'm Kenneth Barrett. I spent 28 years serving and protecting our county. I've seen what works, and I've seen what needs to be better. When elected, I'm not looking to keep things the same. I'm ready to bring positive change to the Rutherford County Sheriff's Office. Servant leadership, transparency, I'm committed to making this county safer for every family. Together, we can build a sheriff's office that really sets the standard.
Kenneth Barrett as Rutherford County Sheriff is a leader you can count on.
I'd love to earn your vote. Let's make Rutherford County the best it can be.
Paid for by Kenneth Barrett for Sheriff, Treasurer J.M. Stewart.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Welcome back to Riverdale High School. We are here to pick up a game that has been delayed. What, John? It's going to wind up being about a 3-hour rain delay, isn't it?
Yeah, and first one I know of that I didn't have to stay around.
Well, that's true.
And come back.
So we're going to pick up the baseball championship game here in Single A with Eagleville and Richland. The game is 5-3 Eagleville, top of the second inning, and we've completed 1 full inning here. Definitely had several little gully washers, but for the last few moments it's been dry. So we can hope that this continues. As you go along, John, what do you do after a 3-hour rain delay? I mean, I would expect that there might be some changes, especially on the mound. But, I mean, as thin as everybody is now, I don't know what you can do.
We'll just have to go out there and see. But now 3 hours is a long time to sit and not to be effective as a pitcher. I don't know. They're a weird bunch anyway, pitchers, you know. So,
well, it's not like we went like 4 or 5 innings and had the delay either, though.
But then again, it may be a point where you don't have any choice. I mean, you only have so many pitchers with pitch counts left that have some pitches left. So they may not have any choice.
And
it's already 5-3, and we're in the first inning, so that's an indication that might be a high-scoring game.
Well,
or then again, it could come back, everybody's flat, and they don't score again.
That's true, too. You never know. They were kind of all jacked up for that earlier. And I was thinking about Richland especially. They had their starting pitcher, Witt, who left after just pitching a third of an inning and gave up all 5 of the runs to Eagleville. And so then one kid comes in and issues a walk, but then struck out in a flyout to get out of the inning. But you've already kind of burned one guy already, only a third of an inning here on a day. You know, it's not like softball when you get to, re-enter and that kind of thing.
Right. I mean, right now it's just kind of a crapshoot. I mean, it really is. And it takes a little luck to win a state tournament, too. I think many coaches that have won it will tell you somebody rises to the top and has a performance that you're not expecting, you're not anticipating. And so adrenaline may be pumping. It's just crazy. I mean, really.
Well, I hope they can get back up for it. The crowd certainly is, and the local restaurants probably had a lot of these folks. Richland is down in Linville, which is south of Columbia and north of Pulaski, so it's not like they could go home and come back. So, they probably stayed around. The restaurants probably made some pretty good lunch money today.
Yeah, well, I know one thing. I've talked to a couple of fans out here. They don't want to come back. This is we stay till the very end, the bitter end. Don't want to come back tomorrow or anything like that. So every effort's going to be made, I think, and I feel confident. Well, I feel confident that we'll get the game in.
Well, the sooner the better. They said, tentatively 4 o'clock. But all the teams were back by, about 3:15 or so at least. And they've done their infield, and they announced a start time of 3:35. So we're just a few minutes from that here, and actually get to do a pregame show brought to you by the law offices of John Day. A real quick Rick's Barbecue County Roundup while we were gone. They also made some changes to softball, and it affects our broadcast plans for tomorrow as well. We had hoped the original games were 3 and 5:30 at MTSU. Now they have moved to 2 different turf fields, one being here at Riverdale softball and the other being at Shelbyville Central. And tomorrow, Stewart's Creek will play in the 12:30 game here at Riverdale up on the softball field. So that's where they will play tomorrow, again at 12:30. But Eagleville goes to Shelbyville Central to play McEwen, and that's a 10 a.m. game. And being in 2 different locations in 2 different counties, actually, that kind of forces us to make a choice. And so we're going to do the Stewart's Creek game tomorrow at 12:30. So just one game. Hopefully we'll have one state champion to talk about, and, maybe 2 after Eagleville today and Eagleville softball, and then see if Stewart's Creek softball can make it the trifecta. Right now we're lossless, if you will, here in Spring
We've got
Plain.
a chance to sweep, really, sweep it.
Well, I guess we should take a look at the starting lineups here real quick. Eagleville is the home team, so I'll give you the Richland lineup once again. Gavin Schrader, first baseman. Number 23 will bat first. Batting second, Camden Drake, the catcher. And some of these defensive positions may be changed from the original, so just know that. Jamison Andrews playing second and batting third. It's Tucker Mayo in left field, batting fourth. Batting in the 5-hole, Gage Witt, the DH now. He was the starting pitcher, but pitched only a third of an inning. Jack Jackson, the shortstop, will bat sixth. Batting seventh, Will Shirey, the third baseman. In right, it's Brigham Warsham in the 8-hole, and the ninth hitter in the lineup for Richland is Emerson Nelson, the center fielder. So Schrader, Drake, Andrews, Mayo, Witt, Jackson, Shirey, Warsham, and Nelson. So we'll continue with our starting lineups from Fans Heating and Air, Winners Trophies, and JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates. And I have to issue my apologies to Carter Blair, the starting pitcher for Eagleville. I had his name transposed and when I was doing the lineup. So it's Carter Blair batting first and on the mound About to see him in just a second here in the top of the second inning. Sam Dodd will bat second. He's the DH. Brody Gleason in left field will bat third. Batting fourth, and in the cleanup spot, Wyatt McDougal, the third baseman. Drake Rimaniski will play right field and bat fifth. Adrian Severi batting sixth and playing center. Batting seventh, Kelton Freeze, the shortstop. Batting eighth will be Junior Duke, the second baseman. Jackson Nichols will bat in the 9-hole and play first. And the Mason Spears is catching, but they're DHing for him. So your Eagleville lineup is Blair, Dodd, Gleason, McDougal, Rimaniski, Severi, Freeze, Duke, and Nichols. Now, Richland, just to give you kind of a recap of the first inning, Richland got off to a thunderous start. Gavin Schrader doubled after a bunt out to the pitcher, Jamison Andrews walked, and Tucker Mayo delivered a 3-run home run to put them up 3-0. After back-to-back hits from Witt and Jackson, the double play really was a big out in the inning. With that bunt out earlier, that ended the inning as Will Shirey hit into the 6-4-3 double play. Eagleville came right back, and after getting Carter Blair aboard on an error by the pitcher and a fly out to center field by Sam Dodd, Brody Gleason singled, and then Wyatt McDougal drove them all in with a 3-run home run to make it 3-0, or 3-3 at that point. But the hitting continued. Rimaniski aboard with a walk, and then an RBI double by Adrian Severi drove him in, I guess. I've got that. I think that's right. Then a walk by Freeze, a strikeout by Duke, and Nichols with a fly out to center field is how the first inning went for the Eagleville Eagles. So I guess a few stats from JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates, as well as our friends at Winners Trophies and Fans Heating and Air.
Looks like the crowd is about as big as it was when we left. We may have dropped off a few, but right now it looks like we've got about the same crowd we had. So
we don't have as many fans around us right now.
No,
as we
but
did.
That'll change if it rains.
Yeah.
We are going to start now the top of the second. So Worsham and Nelson will be the first two hitters in the top of the order, and Schrader for Richland.
There's going to be another meeting here with the coaches and the umpires to get this thing going again. This should be brief. I don't think they'll have to do the entire thing, but we've got, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-man officiating crew here, too, so they've got it covered every angle.
Every bag, every foul line.
Yep. You get that in the championship games. John, I mentioned this earlier with Eagleville. You know, this is where they won their first. And I guess that's been, 5 years ago, because this is their 5th trip to the championship game. And so this field has a little bit of, good vibes for them.
Yeah, some history was made here. And we were here about 100 degrees one day on a Sunday. Had a lot of rain that week, and I think it was like 94 when we came out here in this same place we're at right now.
Yep.
Sitting right here.
We've had some really good weather.
Cover.
3 of the last 5 years, though, we've had bad weather, but hopefully we're going to have enough to get this one in, and hopefully an Eagleville victory as the Eagles take to the outfield, and Carter Blair on the mound, and here to
hold off on that.
It's a new pitcher?
Yeah, Aiden Davis.
Yep. All right, so a new pitcher for Eagleville.
He'll still bat. I don't know exactly where they put him, but I'm sure Blair will bat. Well, he's a designated hitter probably. No, Dodd is. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Have to wait and see.
We'll have to see where they put him, but he's finishing his warm-up tosses, Aiden Davis, and we'll send it over to John now to pick up the play-by-play story.
All right, here we go. I'm still trying to find Carter Blair, but anyway, Aiden Davis on the mound, a right-hander, getting in his warm-up tosses. I do know the infield. They're going to have McDougal at third, Freeze at second, Duke at second, Freeze at short, and Nichols is at first base. Mason Spears behind the plate. Sam Dodd is the designated hitter. I know Gleason's in left. and Reminisky's in right, and Severi should be in center if everything stays the same.
All right, so Blair went to left field, John.
All right.
See if there are any other changes.
Where did Gleason go anywhere?
Gleason is now at second base.
Okay. That should take care of it. So the batting order will stay the same basically with that. And here comes Worsham to lead off here. It's 5-3 Eagleville. A 5-run first for Eagleville, a 3-run first for Richland.
It's Jacob Sweeney on the mound. I think I said the number 4 for Richland.
So, I'm sorry. I think I did.
Yeah, so Jacob Sweeney.
Okay.
On the mound for Eagleville.
Well, luckily I hadn't put anybody's name in there yet, so. And the first pitch is a ball. And, of course, people like to stand exactly where in front of that scoreboard.
Yeah.
Worsham's a right-handed batter, and the pitch to him outside, 2-0. I don't know how many arms that Coach Bassham has down there, but he felt pretty comfortable with it so far when I talked to him earlier. Pitch, did he go? They say no. And it's 3-0.
That one, Sweeney got up there at about 82 miles an hour, so.
Well, as good a hitting team as it is, we don't need walks. And he did walk him. That's the first walk, so fresh start for him, for Sweeney. And a runner at first base. And nobody out.
Emerson Nelson.
There's Emerson Nelson, the center fielder. Left-handed batter steps in there. Tying run at the plate already. We're in the second. Sweeney checks that runner at first. And the wind and the pitch. There's a strike, 0-1.
Get that first one across, maybe that's a good omen.
He's got a good arm. He throws hard. No balls and a strike. Throw over. Runner, the ball gets by. And that's going to get him to second.
May get him to third. No.
That'll be an E1. And now the runner at second, that's Worsham. And Nelson, the batter, he's got one strike on him. I was thinking he might be looking to bunt, but no indication of that right now.
That ball just kept drifting away and away and away from Nichols. He did a good job to even get to it as far as that ball was overthrown.
0-1 right now to Nelson, Emerson Nelson. And now Sweeney steps off as Emerson Nelson calls time. Nelson back in there now. And the pitch. Pitch is a little high, a little change up. Stayed up. Ball and a strike. You know, the last time I said we're very overcast, it came a storm, so I'm not going to say anything.
Let's not even talk about the weather.
Oh, yeah. You and not talk about the weather. The pitch. Swung on, foul, back out of play. And 1-2 strike count now to Nelson. Top of the order coming up next. They sent up seven hitters the first time up in that first inning. Spears gives a sign.
Trying to set up Sweeney a little lower here.
The pitch. Swung on, a high fly ball to center field to make the shortstop. I lost that ball, to be honest with you. But it's a shortstop pop-up. Caught out there by Freeze, and there's one away. Big out, regardless of whether I knew where it was or not.
Well, if folks only knew what we're trying to see through and see through people and everything, but we're just glad to be here in a championship game.
Well, the lights are on. They've had them on since the rain came earlier. Oh, I talked about it again.
Man.
Here's Schrader, doubled his first time up and scored. You do your home run, you do your scoring different than I do.
I'm sorry.
I don't like that. Pitch is outside, 1 ball, no strikes.
Well, I color-coded, but you didn't get the color-coded. You just kind of got
I just don't like it at all, Brian, but it is neat, very neat. Needless to say, he scored. I know you keep the runs that way. That's good. Don't have to count. Boy, you thought about that a lot, didn't you? You put a lot of thought in your card. There's a drive into right center field. Not deep enough. The wind's going to hold it. And the throw in, not in time, but there's 2 away. Now, here's the situation. This morning there was relatively no wind.
Yeah.
Now there is, so that could be benefit to Eagleville.
Now number 5.
But the wind is still coming out of the south, John. You can see how fast the clouds are moving, and the American flag just to our left is straight out to the outfield. So
you get one to left, I think you might have a shot, but not that way. 2 out. Here's Drake. Bunted his first time up. Sacrifice bunt.
Be nice to get one more out here.
Here's the pitch. High. 1 ball, no strikes.
And Spears up quick. And
there's rumor, I don't know if it's true, but Coach Bassham said that he would use you if he got down to it. You had some eligibility left.
You know, that would be a huge mistake.
1 ball, no strikes the count. The pitch. Swung on. There's a shot through the left side and a base hit. Is he going to score? Yes, it is. The throw comes in, and it's 5-4. Big hit there for Drake. Single and an RBI. So they get 1 run back here.
At bat number 3, Jamison Andrews.
And here's Andrews. He walked his first time up and also scored. I really would like to get him out before we have to face Mayo with runners on.
Yes. Don't want to give Mayo that opportunity. Let him sit and wait and think.
So the walk hurt. Pitch is high. Error hurt.
Yeah, that cost an extra base, and that extra base allowed Worsham to be in scoring position to come on in.
Yeah, and he was going on 2 outs, so he got in easily. Sweeney checking that runner. Here's the pitch, not going. Swung on, base hit to right. Reminiski up with it, going to hold the runners to first and second. So 2 out damage here.
Well, the scout from earlier, and I know that's been a long time ago, but we knew that this Richland team was one that is really hitting strongly right now.
It's 5-4 right now. We're just in the second. Eagleville leading. That's in jeopardy right at the moment. Sweeney from the stretch, the pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-1, way out in front.
Yeah, he took about 10, 15 miles an hour off that pitch right there that came across at 72. Kind of fooled him a bit.
He was looking fastball all the way. The pitch into the dirt. Tried to do the same thing. Missed that time. Count even at a ball and a strike. 2 out, 2 on here in the second inning. 5-4 Eagleville.
If Eagleville can keep this 1-run advantage and get back out there on offense, that would be huge in this game.
Sweeney checks those runners and the pitch to the plate. Strike. Caught that outside corner, and he's got Mayo in a hole. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now let's don't give him anything too cute here. Try to make him chase. Tucker Mayo with a 3-run homer in the first. Well, this crowd gets quiet here. And the pitch. Outside. That was a good pitch, really.
Trying to make him chase, like you said, and Mayo didn't bite. I was going to say you had a pitch to work with here, but now it's 2-2.
Well, this is the pitch he's got to make right here. This is when you're 2-2. You don't want to go full with him. Make a good pitch. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and that ball is foul down the right field line.
And you got to watch Drake down there at second because he was already almost to third.
Well, they can go with the crack of the bat. That's the problem. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 out, 2 on. The pitch. There it is. Change-ups caught him looking. First strikeout for Sweeney, and that was a big one. They do get 1 run on 2 hits. There was a walk, an error, and 2 left. We go now to the bottom of the second. Eagleville still has the lead, 5-4 over Richland here on State Farm Prep Baseball.
Quick, convenient, efficient. 3 words that we all hope to experience when we do business. Our goal at JHA Company is to bring just that to an industry that's traditionally dictated to the customer when it's time to do business. Whether you're purchasing class pictures in a yearbook, class jewelry, a letter jacket, school spirit wear, or senior graduation products, we strive to make the experience quick, convenient, and efficient. Find out more at jhacompany.com. JHA, your one source for an unparalleled scholastic experience.
It's Brian, and as a customer of First National Bank of Middle Tennessee, let me tell you how they can show up for you. Whether I need help navigating a financial decision or just a question, I know I can pick up the phone and talk to someone who's right here in our community. In a world that's becoming more impersonal every day, it's good to know that First National Bank of Middle Tennessee is always there with real people who care.
First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. We show up for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 401715.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Baseball.
I want to say hello to good neighbor State Farm Agent Dana Womack as well. Offices at 805 South Church Street, near the post office there. Dana Womack at 615-900-0877. And it's going to be Jamison Andrews back out on the mound here for the Richland Raiders. And, John, there are no defensive changes for Richland at this point. 5-4, Eagleville up.
I can't tell you how excited I am to hear that.
Well, I've got the old game changer up, so at least we'll, not being in the press box, that sometimes makes it a little harder to know of the changes.
Eagleville with 5 runs in that first inning. I'd like to get 5 more here in this inning. It'll be optimum.
Well, batted around the first inning, so maybe we can do it again.
Number 8, Carter Blair.
Carter Blair is going to lead it off. He reached on an error back in the first. Blair stands back in there, and Andrews ready for the first pitch. Here it is. Low, a ball, 1 ball, no strikes.
Didn't see too much of Andrews. He did finish the 2/3 of an inning in the first.
1-0, there's a shot. Oh, stopped by the shortstop. Not going to get him. Yep. He's safe. It's an infield single.
John Jackson kind of held that ball for a half a second. If he could have made a clean throw, I think he might have had Blair. But
well, that would have been highway robbery if he'd have thrown him out, because that was a really good play. But Blair with those legs of his beat it out. Here's Sam Dodd, fly to center field deep his first time up. Sam's a pitcher, but he has had some arm injuries, so he's just batting. The pitch is a strike called outside corner, 0-1.
Blair just got the 4th hit for Eagleville.
Runner at first, nobody out. A good start here for the second. There's another pitch in there for a strike. People up in the balcony up there.
People
we got to do a game from up there sometime. Pitch is high. We make everybody mad though, because they Well, no, they have to stand anyway. It wouldn't make anybody mad.
Right.
They couldn't lean over the pole, though.
They would have been happy if we had this 10 up there today, though.
Yes, they would have.
I don't think I could have strong-armed it up the steps, though, myself.
1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch to Dodd. There's a shot to short. Throw the second one on to first. Safe. Beat it out. Jackson to Shirey. And Dodd was able to beat it out. So a fielder's choice for Sam. And he's down there at first.
Up next, number 13, Brody Gleason.
And here's Brody Gleason singled back in the first. I say back in the first. Well, 3.5 hours ago.
Yeah. That's about how long that rain delay was. Probably a touch longer, to be honest with you.
One out and the pitch. Swung on and missed to Gleason. And it's 0-1. Outside. A ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. This is the bottom of the second. Throw over. Runner is back. Well, that was bang bang at first, wasn't it, on that?
On the double
play attempt.
Almost have been a double play.
Sam just beat that out.
Well, he was hustling to get there.
Pitch swung on, popped foul back this way, out of play. Count remains a ball and 2 strikes. Gleason would be followed by McDougal, and we know what he did his first time up. Let's see if Dodd, they send him. Gets the sign, the pitch. Popped up again, but back to the screen, stays alive. I'll tell you, I keep thinking about last year in the MTCS, at MTCS, and the crowd just overtook that place.
Yeah, it was
another had a parade and everything.
Special moment.
Outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Thing I remember is they had donut holes.
But not anymore. You wouldn't think about that now.
No. They were still good. They were donut country, so.
2-2 pitch. High. They almost have the runner, do they? No. He got back. Wow, I don't know how he got back. Unbelievable.
Well, Dodd just
because he went halfway.
I know. I was really worried there. He must have just slid under the tag.
It's a full count. We'll see if he goes now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch to the plate. Outside, it's ball. Or did he swing? Yeah, he swung and missed. Sorry. So it's a strikeout. That's the second for Andrews. Dodd does get the second.
Get off the top of the building on the Richland side.
And Wyatt McDougal, the batter.
Up to bat, number 18, Wyatt McDougal.
Some Richland fans were just admonished from the top of the building.
Yeah, that's probably not a safe place to be.
We're standing on the
they're on the roof, aren't they?
Yeah.
Pitch is up inside. 1 ball, no strikes, trying to brush McDougal back a little bit. Wyatt hit a 3-run homer in the first.
Please step off of the top of the building. Thank you.
And that kind of disrupts the batter a little bit. I think they just need to get somebody to go over there and get them. Here's the wind and the pitch outside. And it's 2-0. I don't know that they're going to pitch much to Wyatt here. Reminiski would be next. Right-handed hitter steps back in there. They're checking the runner at second. The pitch. That took change up there, was in there. A real pretty pitch.
Yeah, 69 miles an hour on that one.
2-1.
Took forever to get there.
Andrews again checking Dodd down at second. The pitch. Swung on and a fly ball, pretty well hit. Under it, though, is Nelson, and he's got it, and the inning is over. McDougal flies out to center. No runs for Eagleville. One hit, and they had a stolen base in there, and they strand one. We've completed two. It's Eagleville 5 and Richland 4 here on State Farm Prep Sports.
Winners Trophies can help you with customized awards for any occasion. Owner Kelly Hockenberry continues to provide awards for sports teams, churches, recognition awards, and more. Call Winners Trophies at 904-6002. That's 904-6002 for the best in quality, service, and pricing. You can also email Kelly, winnerstrophy@comcast.net. That's winnerstrophy@comcast.net. Any award for any occasion. Winners Trophies, 904-6002.
At Rutherford County Schools, education is about more than classrooms. It's opportunities. From innovative career and technical education pathways to award-winning athletics, arts, and academics, our students are preparing for success in college, careers, and beyond. Dedicated teachers, strong community partnerships, and a commitment to every student every day. That's the RCS difference. Learn more about our schools, programs, and opportunities at rcschools.net.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
And our game today brought to you in part by JHA Company, Rutherford County Schools, Kenneth Barrett for Sheriff, and Lascassas Feed Supply. It's State Farm Prep Sports on WGNS and Big G TV, bringing you the Class Single A Baseball Championship game for the 5th year in a row for the Eagleville Eagles. Tomorrow, it'll be the second appearance for Stewart's Creek in the softball championship game. They'll take on the Lady Rebels of Maryville. 12:15 airtime. That is a change, and that game will be at Riverdale here at the softball facility. John?
Gage Witt's going to lead it off. He singled his first time up. It'll be Witt, Jackson, and Shirey. First three hitters here to face Sweeney. Gave up a run in the second. A walk and an error really hurt in that inning. The pitch, way high, 1 ball, no strikes.
I have spent more time on Team Up this week. That's what we do for our scheduling.
Changes by the hour. That one's high, 2-0.
I couldn't imagine, though, trying to run a softball, a baseball, a soccer turn, all of the things that go into spring fling with what we've had to deal with weather-wise this week.
And the pitch. There's a strike. And it's 2-1. Oh, you could do it.
Well, you just have to put people in charge that let them handle certain aspects of it. No one could be over all of that.
The wind in the 2-1 pitch. Swung on, fouled away over to the Richland side. Did they get the guy off the roof?
I think the guy on the roof just caught that fly ball.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding.
Well, there'll be an announcement here for long if he is. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Big pitch coming up here. Try to get him to chase a changeup, and it's full. This kind of game, you probably have somebody warming up in the bullpen every inning. It doesn't matter, just in case. (3-2) to Witt. Here it is. Inside, he walked it. Second walk for Witt, or second walk for Sweeney, that is.
Unfortunately, they've had the leadoff person aboard here every inning.
Jack Jackson, the shortstop, singled back in the first.
We're kind of fighting the wind a little bit here, too. Now, that's a change from earlier today.
Here's the wind and the pitch. Swung on. Bouncer through the right side and a base hit. Witt is going to hold at second as Reminiski gets it in, and it is a single. And this is very eerily similar to the last inning.
Now at bat, number 33, Will Shirey.
There's Will Shirey, bounced into a 6-4-3 double play. I would love to have that again, really.
Boy, a double play ball would be sweet.
He's 0 for 1. 5-4 Eagleville. If you just joined us, we're in the top of the third. And there's nobody out. The pitch, low. 1 ball, no strike. Sweeney wanted that one. It was in a pretty good location.
The eerily similar, at least we had 1 out before or 2 outs before the hit started coming, so need to get an out.
Well, I was trying to be positive.
Yeah.
The 1-0 pitch. Bunts it. Good bunt. Only play to first, and he is retired. 3-4. On that bunt. Gets Witt to third. And
Now,
Jackson
44,
to
Brigham
second.
Worsham.
It had to be a good bunt to the first. It had to go to the first base side because Witt is not a great runner, not a lot of speed, and they did it perfectly. So Shirey gets his job done. Here's Brigham Worsham. Walked back in the second.
The only chance you had at Witt is if the bunt was down the third base side.
Stretch in the pitch. Breaking pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Runners at second and third. Strikeout would be nice here. Pitch swung on. Bouncer aligned out to second. And it's 2 away. Almost tried to get the runner picked off. I had to guess at that play.
You guessed just right.
I did, didn't I? Because I couldn't see.
I was
number 1.
from where we are. We're having to look through a net and chain link fence, and sometimes catching the ball off the bat
and people
is a problem. Well, and people, yeah. I don't know why that's such a popular spot. If only I had cones.
The good thing about the line out, everybody had to stay put. And here's the number 9 hitter, Nelson. If you get him, you can get out of this. Pitch high, 1 ball, no strike.
Yeah, I would rather not go back to the top of the order right now.
Sweeney. No need to check the runner, so they're not going anywhere. The pitch swung on and missed. Threw some heat there. That was 81. That's single A pitcher throwing 81, not bad. Right now, it's not only a matter of holding them, but it's innings that you eat.
Correct.
It's really big. You stay away from the big inning. Pitch is low. 2 balls and a strike.
If you hold them to the biggest inning being the first,
yeah,
then hopefully have a big inning yourself.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Sweeney getting the encouragement from the fans for sure. As Nelson steps back in there ready. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 out. The pitch. Swing and foul back. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 on. Here we go. Sweeney gets the sign he wants from Spears. And the pitch. Ooh. Boy, he wanted that one. Only thing I can think of, maybe a tad high. As they say in the old days, give him the heater.
Don't want to lose him here.
The 3-2 pitch. Swung on, lined in the center, and in for a base hit. Witt's going to score. They're going to hold the runner at third. So Witt scores. Jackson goes to third. Nelson at first with a single and an RBI.
next, number 23.
Well, unfortunately, it takes us back to the top of the order here, and we need to get a quick out.
Well, we're tied up at 5. And the batter is Schrader, doubled and flied out. And flied out pretty deep the last time up. Sweeney with the wind and the pitch. High, 1 ball, no strikes. That pitch he's struggling with, trying to hit that outside corner on a left-handed hitter. Runner at first, a runner at third. A run is in. It's a 1 ball, no strike count to Schrader. The pitch. Inside, 2-0.
What a great stop there by Spears. That ball gets away, another run scores.
Yeah, there's a lot of foul territory here, more than most. He's falling behind now to Schrader. Got to be careful here. He checks that runner at first. And he comes to the plate. Strike called. Well, if he'd have given him that one about 3 batters earlier, we wouldn't have been in this situation, right? That was the same spot.
Sure looked like it.
2 balls and a strike. I don't want to get kicked out of the tournament, though. They might. Maybe they need 2 umpires behind home plate. No,
that would,
you know.
Or that robot.
Yeah. Swung on, shot to short. Free's going to have to hurry. Does he have him? Oh. No. He gets by. Another run is in. They're going to send Nelson as well. And it's 7-5. I don't think Freeze gets him. So I'm going to give him a single, but also an error on the throw.
Do you give him 1 RBI?
Yes, because I think he was coming anyway. Well, 7-5 now.
Now up, number 5, Cam Drake.
Cam Drake, the batter, single, drove in a run. He's also bunted.
That would be the first error for Eagleville.
Three runs on 3 hits. There's been an error and one of those walks again. Runner at second now. And I've said this before, still 2 out.
Yeah, I got to limit the damage here. Get out of the inning.
He's paying close attention now to Schrader up there. The pitch. Swinging a foul to the screen, 0-1. Been a long inning for Sweeney. 7th batter of the inning.
Eating up a lot of pitches, too.
Here's the pitch. Into the dirt. Good stop by Spears again. And it's 1-1.
Also think about that. I mean, you need to get it over and limit the number of pitches because, honestly, we have no idea how many he's got in the tank.
1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out. Checks the runner again, 1-1 pitch. Bunted, and it is foul. And he's ahead now, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Schrader comes back to second. Everybody regroups. Drake's a pretty good bunter. He was successful in the first inning. He was trying to get on base that time, though. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wind blows that uniform top of Sweeney. The pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and Sweeney gets out of it. But not before a 3-run score on 3 hits. There was a walk, an error in there, and we strand 1. We are going now to the bottom of the 3rd. It's new score. It's Richland 7 and Eagleville 5 here on State Farm Prep Sports.
Rely on the experienced professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air.
Whether it's the blazing heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter, let the Rheem Pro professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air Conditioning on West College Street keep your home or business comfortable year-round. We service all major brands and in most cases offer same-day service. Call us today at 615-890-1311. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air, your Rheem Pro partner heating and cooling contractor on West College Street, just under the Thompson Lane overpass.
At Middle Tennessee Electric, we see the lines that link us all, illuminating our neighborhoods, empowering our businesses, and helping us to recharge. Because we believe in the power of good energy. Whether it comes from our grids, the sun, or a kind heart. And as your family and our region continue to grow, you can trust that we'll always be there for you. Middle Tennessee Electric, bringing good energy.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Today's game of State Farm Prep Sports brought to you in part by Rutherford County Schools, where education goes beyond the classroom. Through innovative career pathways and award-winning academics, students are gaining the skills needed for college and future careers. That's the RCS difference. Discover the opportunities at rcschools.net.
Oh, that's a handful. Wow.
I thought I did that okay.
Did it really great. Get it in and everything. Drake Reminiski, the leadoff hitter here in the 3rd, and the first pitch is swung on and fouled out of play. Drake walked his first time up and scored the 4th Eagleville run. We find ourselves trailing now, though, 7-5. The wind and the pitch. Strike called. Got a little interesting tale. My granddaughter and Drake were in the same babysitter.
Oh, wow.
From I guess babies till they left. There's a line drive base hit, went the other way with it. Good start here for Eagleville. But they've been in school together since at least, she went to Wilson with me for a year, but most of the time they've been going to the babysitters together.
That's a cool story.
Adrian Severi doubled his last time up, scored the 5th run. So maybe we'll get something started here. Nobody out, one runner on. The pitch is outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Andrews hasn't given up a run as of yet. Pitch swung on, popped up, out of play, back this way.
He's only given up, Reminiski's hit was just the 2nd. John, the things have gotten so crazy with the scheduling of spring fling. This is the first time this has happened.
There's a strike, and that was a good pitch.
The Division II AA softball championship game between Chattanooga Christian and Chattanooga Baylor is being moved to UT Chattanooga tomorrow. Wow. So it'll be out of the city.
It's getting further and further away, isn't it? Pitch is high. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
But a really good idea there, because you've got 2 Chattanooga teams playing in it, so they don't have to travel.
Right.
They can actually go home. So that's a really good, smart move.
2-2, the count, the pitch. Swung on and missed for the changeup. And Severi is a strikeout victim. That's his 3rd. And here's Freeze. Kelton walked his first time up in the 1st inning.
Up next, number 22, Kelton Freeze.
John Eagleville playing from behind now, so you've got to start thinking about, we need base runners, we need hits, we need runs.
Throw over. Reminiski is close, but he got back.
I think his cleats got hung up in the turf.
I think so, too.
Because he stumbled, and that almost cost him.
You do realize if we didn't have turf fields some around here, we would not be playing today.
You're not kidding.
That outfield, for one thing, would be terrible. Pitch is out inside a ball.
Well, the changes in softball are proving that even. They have turf fields in Smyrna, and they've been utilized all week, but they're not available tomorrow. So that's why they're having to use Riverdale and Shelbyville, the only two turf softball fields in the area, and UTC now.
The pitch. Breaking pitch gets away. That's a break. Wild pitch. Drake goes down to second. And I don't think you can wait for the big inning here, Brian. You got to chop away, chip away a little bit at a time.
Well, you never know how that big inning starts.
Yeah, and you get this run in, cut it to 1. It's falling behind now, 2-0. The pitch high, 3-0 to Freeze.
Well, then, when you see a little chink in the armor, you want to take advantage of this 3-0 count here.
The pitch. Strike called. I bet you could go to Eagleville today and get into any restaurant without any wait.
They're not even stopping at the stoplight.
No, probably not.
There are tumbleweeds blowing around City Hall.
3-1. There's a base hit to center field. Let's see if they send Reminiski. I don't think they will, and runners are at first and third. Drake had to wait a little bit. The thing was line drive. He couldn't commit himself. So he's at third, and Freeze with a solid single to center. Second hit of the inning.
Next up,
and here's J.R. Duke.
Sweeney.
This is going to be Sweeney.
Yeah, that's right. I made the change. Seven to 5 is our score. Richland on top. Andrews in a bit of problem for Richland. Runners at first and third, 1 out. Sweeney's got a chance to help himself here. Throw over, runner back. Nichols would be next. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Strike call with the knees. 0-1. It got really dark for a minute, but now it's lightened up a little bit again. I know, don't talk about the weather.
Thought you were just
I'm
talking
gonna
about
make you
the
look at your
mood
radar, aren't you? Runner going. Throw down, way off the mark, and they've got Reminiski now tied up. He tries to get out of it, and he gets tagged. It's almost like a double steal attempt, but it backfired on Eagleville. So Reminiski's caught stealing. Going down to second is Freeze. And they're 2 away. And Sweeney's still the batter.
And it also takes away a run just 90 feet away.
Andrews, the pitch to the plate. Swung on, fouled away.
John, they were trying the double steal and see if they could commit to second and be able to squeeze in at home, and then Reminiski just didn't get as good of a start, I guess.
The pitch. Breaking pitch in there. Strike 3 called. Andrews survives the third inning. No runs, 2 hits. There's a wild pitch in there and 2 left. We've played 3. It's Richland 7, Eagleville 5 here on State Farm Prep Sports.
Pizza. You can now order Murfreesboro's favorite pizza online at sirpizzatn.com. We've made ordering online a breeze from sirpizzatn.com. Tap on the location nearest you and begin your order for carryout or delivery. You can order the Royal Feast, create your own, spaghetti, calzones, everything right from our online portal at sirpizzatn.com.
Sir Pizza, you made me love pizza again.
Craig's Tax Service.
We perform tax preparation, individual tax returns, corporations, partnerships, and all your payroll bookkeeping needs.
Brandon Craig with Craig's Tax Service.
We fulfill all your tax preparation needs from individual returns to corporations and handle any of those scary letters you may get from the IRS.
Craig's Tax Service at 142 Heritage Park Drive. Call 890-2233 for an appointment.
We're proud to support all Rutherford County athletes.
Craig's Tax Service, 890-2233.
I'm State Farm Agent Alex Williams, and this is State Farm Prep Baseball.
Good neighbor State Farm agent Andy Womack bringing you this half inning, located on West Northfield Boulevard near the Ford dealer out there. Andy Womack, he's been there for decades. 615-890-0850. And don't forget, you can check the podcast at WGNSSports.com. Sir Pizza sponsors those podcasts of games, shows, audio, video from regular season, and all the coaches shows we've done over the years. Find it at WGNSSports.com. And Sir Pizza is ready to feed your family here on a Friday night on East Main, South Church, and Memorial.
Jamison Andrews going to lead off here, the top of the fourth. Richland leading 7-5. Tomorrow we'll have Stewart's Creek trying to take the championship there. 12:30, I believe you said.
That's correct. So about a 12:15 airtime.
And that will be right here at Riverdale.
I saw Coach Christy Bingham and others working on stuff. I don't know what they were working on, but they were at the field when we came back.
Well, maybe she's working on our arrival, making sure we feel at home.
Well, I did make sure she knew we would be there.
And you got a thumbs up.
I did. I hope that means good things.
Andrews has singled and walked. And Wine in the pitch. Strike called 0-1. Good opening there for Sweeney.
This week when I ask for, a space and let people know that we're coming, I do make sure that I put a dry place to broadcast in there.
Swung on and missed. Number 2, Andrews going to need a new uniform. I guess he's got a big tear in his.
It's going to eat into the baseball budget.
I'm trying to figure out, like with turf, how hard it is or easy it is to slide. Doesn't seem to, make any difference.
No, we saw Reminiski get hung up.
There's a swing and a fly ball deep. And the ball is off the wall in left center field. Stand up double, and their hits just keep on coming.
We've had hits in every inning, John. They're up to double digits in the hit department now.
Number 10, Tucker Mayo.
And here's Mayo. I'm sorry. They have the leadoff guy aboard every time. 2 doubles and 2 walks to start each inning.
Here's public enemy number 1. Mayo hit a 3-run homer back in the first. Struck out in the second. Checking that runner. The pitch. Low. Inside. 1 ball, no strikes. We're about to end a long, long year. Another one in the books we can put in the books.
Yeah.
Sweeney taking a little extra time here. 1-0 pitch. Outside, 2-0. Mayo will be followed by Witt, then Jackson. The stretch and now the pitch. Outside, 3-0 now. He does have a base open that he can put Mayo on. And now we see some action running down in the Eagleville bullpen. The 3-0. Almost hit him. Ball 4. So Mayo is at first with a walk. Third walk for Sweeney. And here's Jackson, or Witt, excuse me. And now the pitching coach going out to talk to Sweeney.
Yeah, I think that's Tanner Mabry going out to have a little conversation, and it's not a pitching change, but Ideas Tees brings you this break in the action. Ideas Tees at 111 East MTCS Road, right across from Middle Tennessee Christian School. If you see the kind of, I guess, teal TSSAA shirts around, those are given to all the volunteers that help to put this tournament on here in Murfreesboro and throughout the county. Well, those were done by Ideas Tees and all the TSSAA embroidered shirts. So you can see their work, their handiwork all around. I went over to the headquarters, which is at Sportscom, earlier this week, and I saw hanging up on the wall someone had done one of those quilts with all of the TSSAA shirts from the years, and sent a picture of that to John. Seeing his handiwork all around made a big impact on spring sports, spring fling, and TSSAA. That's Ideas Tees. They can put your logo on anything.
Speaking of clothing, I heard Todd Harris was going to wear something special for the championship game tomorrow.
I don't want to see it myself.
I heard that. I don't know.
It's a moo-moo?
Maybe.
Maybe y'all need to get us moo-moos.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, me either.
So here's Gage Witt. Single and a walk. And the pitch. Strike called, 0-1.
I don't think there's a good spot on a moo-moo to put the Big G logo.
No, well, it'd have to have one.
Yeah.
You said you got compliment on your new...
No, nobody compliments.
Oh.
It's just part of the new apparel
I
line.
did. I think I had a comment.
Oh, you did.
0-1. The wind and the pitch. There's a strike called. 2 strikes on him now. I would love to have a ground ball and turn the double play here. I don't want to be greedy, but.
Oh, Todd Harris must be listening. He's already chickened out.
Oh, so he's just.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed.
I think it needs to come out tomorrow.
Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on. He does get a shot to short, and Free's not going to be able to throw anybody out, however. It was deep in the hole, and it's a single, an infield variety, and the bases are loaded with nobody out.
They have had some long balls, John, but they've just been spraying it all around.
Jack Jackson, 2 singles, and a run scored. And he's the number 6 hitter. So a full-blown jam here for Sweeney. Jackson, a right-handed hitter. Nowhere to put him. Second hit of the inning. The wind and the pitch. Swung on. That might be your double play ball. Flip the second one on to first. No, not in time. A run scores. So Andrews scores. He'll get a chance to catch his breath a little bit. Jackson gets an RBI on the fielder's choice. And Witt is forced out at second. And Coach Bassham is out, but I don't know what this is about, but he is not going to talk to the pitcher.
He may be pulling somebody in from the outfield to come
maybe.
in.
They did have some action down there.
He had something to say to the umpire, second base umpire.
Runner at first and third now. There is one out. 8-5 as a run scores on that fielder's choice. Give Jackson an RBI.
I wonder if that was something about maybe interference or something. I don't know.
It didn't look like he was upset about anything, though, did it?
No, not really.
The run is in. We do have one out. We've got runners on the corners. And here's Will Shirey. He did ground into a double play.
You could certainly use it again.
And then bunted. Was retired on 3-4. Put out. Crowd rooting Jacob Sweeney on. Here's the wine in the